All right, Coach, signing day's here. What do you think are the main strengths of this class that's coming in?
I think overall we addressed all our needs. We significantly we was looking for quarterbacks. We were able to sign 3 quarterbacks. We got 2 freshmen, and we have 1 mid-year transfer, Savon Briggs from Howard University. And the 2 high school kids that we signed at quarterback, we think they can come in and compete as true freshmen, along with R.J. Matthews, who we returned as a Player of the Year in the state of Delaware. And the beautiful thing about that quarterback room is all 4 guys that's coming in on scholarship, they'll actually have 4 years to play. Jakari Joyce is one of the guys that's already in the room. So we believe we'll have 5 guys that's going to be competing next fall, and the best man wins. And I think whoever emerges as the guy will be able to lead a very talented football team.
All right, so you talked about quarterback. What other strengths do you think will be in this class?
We created a new position called the Trojan position. It's one of those positions where we're going to have a guy that's going to be electric, kick returner, punt returner, slot receiver, running back. And we were able to get a transfer in Jalen Pretlow from Old Dominion. And Carlos Alvarez is one of the guys that we got from Annandale High School. We think those guys are going to bring so much excitement to our offense and special teams. So we're excited to see them going. But we also see some Trojan guys that's currently on the team. So we'll give them an opportunity in the spring to be able to compete and play different positions, because the times we're living in now, guys are talented, and if they learn one position, no mistakes, mistake-free at that position, we'll give them an opportunity to do other things.
Would you say this Trojan position is similar to what Tyreek Ray started doing halfway through the year?
Exactly. It was one of those things where Tyreek can run for 130 in one game. The next game he'll catch for 160, and he was our punt returner, then our kick returner. So he was electric in all aspects. So for me, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I was like, hey, we need to create this position, recruit specifically people on film that could do that, and I think we've done. And we've also added another position called the Magnum. It's like, a big engine. A Magnum is one of those things where a big O-lineman that can play offense and defense. And Jonah Fager fits that bill. He's one of the guys that we think can play offensive line and defensive line. And he'll start on the offensive side of the ball, master that, no mistakes, and then we'll allow him to play some defensive tackle. So we're in this position now where we're going to get the best athletes at all times on the field, no matter what.
All right, and then defensively, what was your main target there?
Well, we wanted to be able to add some linebacker depth, and I think we did an awesome job with Maurice Callaway, as well as right up the road at Glen Allen High School, Walt Brooks. We think we got two linebackers that can come in and compete. I mean, KJ McNeil returned at our weak side linebacker. He's one of the best in the conference, if not the country. But we lost Poole at our middle linebacker, so we wanted to add some depth there. And we have a host of guys here in the spring that's going to be able to compete for that job. But we wanted to ensure that we have some guys that's coming in as well. And then in the back end, with us losing, we lost Edmond into the transfer portal, so we wanted to bring in guys that could play that rover, that Sam position, as well as that safety position. And we got Jason Cole from VMI that transferred in mid-year, but we were able to sign some dynamic guys. Taj Horton out of New Jersey. We was able to get R.J. Jones, and Devontae Wade. These young men are going to be able to come in and compete with some of the guys that we currently have on our roster. And one thing we're excited about, last year we redshirted 31 players. 2 years ago we redshirted 36 players. So we feel the cupboards are full. We got 86 kids in the spring that's going to come in and compete. And then we had a walk-on meeting earlier this week, and we had 66 kids show up for that walk-on meeting. So out of those 66, we'll take about 10 to 12 of those guys and allow them to go through spring ball, and we'll be ready to go get ready for Barton College.
All right, last question. So your philosophy when recruiting, is it 50-50 transfer portal high school, or is it more looking for transfers with that experience?
No, we're all about high school kids. My philosophy has always been high school, because what we do is redshirt. If you look at what we've done the last 3 years, we've actually recruited heavily with high school kids, and we'll get some transfers sprinkled in there. I don't want to go more than 10 or 12 transfers in a year, because what's important to me is the culture of our ball club. Our culture is set. We're a team, we're a family. So when guys come in here, they're not coming here because they're going to be the panacea or the cure-all. They're coming in to get and fit in with what we already have established. And that's a brotherhood, that's a bond, that's working our behinds off and striving to win championships. So when you go in heavily with the recruiting and transfer portals, you know, you basically changing the culture of your team every year. And for us, that's not the case. So the real thing is 22% of kids actually get picked up out of the portal. We had 7 kids go into the portal, 3 came back in the spring. Last year we had 5 go in the portal and 4 returned. That one that did not return actually returned this January, and that's Quadrian Miles. He left Old Dominion and came back home, and he'll be over there at that cornerback position.
All right, thanks, Coach. Is there any last comments you'd like to say?
Trojan Nation, y'all get ready for an exciting 2025 season. Our schedule will get released next week, but I will give you a snippet of it. You know, we open up on a Thursday night before Labor Day. We'll be heading down to Wilson, North Carolina to take on Barton, and we expect all you guys to be there rooting us on. And then that following week, we'll head over to Norfolk, Virginia, and take on the Spartans.
All right, thanks, Coach.